In this specific video, I'm trying to show you some applications of systems. There are millions of applications of systems. For example, we can use them for number problems, money problems, mixture problems, distance problems, or even interest problems. But here I will concentrate on three mainly problems, and we're going to go over them one at a time. So starting with number one, we have twins John and Ron, and together they earned 96,000 last year. Ron earned 8,000 more than three times what John earned. How much did each of the twins earn? So first of all, it would be very nice of us to maybe go back and reread the problem if we have to, and then try to define our variables. Our variables are really defined, like the question is really helping us. How much did each of the twins earn? So let's put here, I'm gonna put John with X, that's gonna be John's earnings. And Ron would be Y for his earnings. So now that I have defined my variables, I need to go back, reread, and start decoding the words to make myself my system, the two equations. So one of them has to do with the first sentence. So John's earnings is X, Ron's earnings is Y, and together their earnings are 96,000. That's from the first sentence. Now the second sentence is trying to give me a relationship between the earnings of the two brothers. So Ron earned, I'm right here, Ron earned, Ron is Y, so Y equals 8,000 more. I'm just taking it word by word. 8,000 more means add 8,000 to something. Three times what John earned. John is X. There's your system. Now, in order for me to answer this question, I really have to solve the system. So I'm reminding you there are three methods of solving systems that we have been exposed to: graphing, substitution, and elimination. I always try to choose the one that would get me there with the less amount of time. So here, because I already have Y isolated, Y by itself, I would, personally speaking, solve by using substitution. So I would go to the first equation, and I'm going to substitute this Y. So I have X plus parentheses 8,000 plus 3X equals, better close my parentheses, 96,000. So this is my first substitution, and it's looking good if you remember, because I only have X's in front of me. You can take out the parentheses because there's only a 1 in front of it. And then we're going to solve this to get X, which is really John's earnings. Well, you have like terms, X plus 3X is 4X. Take the 8 on the other side. And if you subtract the 2, you should have 96 minus 8 is what, 88? Divide by 4. And X is 22,000. So remember, we have already defined our variables, so that makes it easy. So we got that John made 22,000 last year, and I guess I can take this back to whichever system, whichever equation, the first or the second, and solve for Ron. Maybe the first one would be easier. So let me, in the first one, put in that X equals 22,000. So I have 22,000 plus something equals 96,000. And if I want Y by itself, I have to subtract 22,000. And Y equals, if I subtract correctly, that should be 74,000. So again, sometimes it's easier if you put a sentence there. John earned 22,000 last year, and Ron earned 74,000. Maybe Ron is older. Maybe Ron started before John and stuff like that. It would be nice for you to check both of them to make sure they are making the system, both the solutions, to make sure they're making the system correct. as an order pair, here's what I have. So the first equation is telling me that the addition of those two should be 96, which is correct. And the second is telling me 3 times 22, which is 66. 66 plus 8 is 74. Yes. So this order pair satisfies both of the original equations, so that has to be the answer. That is number 1. Number 2. The sum of two numbers is 10. One number is 4 less than the other. Find the numbers. So first of all, I need to define my variables. Let's suppose that x is the first number, and maybe y is the second number. Then from the first sentence, sum means addition. That tells me if I add the two, my answer would be 10. One number, I don't know which one, is 4 less than the other. So you choose whichever. Let's suppose the first one is 4 less. That means take away 4 than the other from the other. Here we go. There's your system. Be careful with the 4 less. You're taking away 4, so the 4 should be the last thing, not the first thing. So there's your system. Again, according to what I see here, I think it's easier for me to solve this by using substitution, because x is already by itself. So I'm going to box this, and I'm going to put this x in the first one. So I'm getting ready for my first substitution. X is replaced with y minus 4 plus y equals 10. So this is what I have after my first substitution, which is looking good because I have only y's in front of me. Getting rid of the parentheses, there's only a y in front of it, gives me this. You have y's, put them together. 1 plus 1 is 2 y's. Take the negative 4 to the other side. 2y equals 14. Divide by 2. And y equals 7. So again, I can take this back to whichever of the two original equations of the system, the first or the second. I'm going to go to the first, and I'm going to put in the y7. So I have x plus 7 equals 10. Subtracting 7 gives me the other number, x equals 3. So my numbers are 3, 7. Let me check my solution really quickly. 3 plus 7 is 10. And 3 is equal to 7 minus 4. Yes, yes. So that is the answer to the system. That is number 2. Just one more here. All right, so let's see here. We have Andrea, who is buying some new shirts and sweaters. She's able to buy 3 shirts and 2 sweaters for $114. Or she's able to buy 2 shirts and 4 sweaters for $164. How much does a shirt cost? How much does a sweater cost? Again, people, defining the variables, the easiest way is check your question. Your question is helping you. So maybe X can be the cost per shirt, and Y can be the cost of the sweater. So those are the variables defined. Now, I think the second sentence will give you your system. So one combination she could do is if X is shirts, she can buy 3 of that, 3X, and 2 of the Y, and she can pay $114. And or she can get 2 of the X and 4 of the Y and pay $164. These are kind of big numbers compared to the other systems, which is fine. I believe the easiest way to do this would be, I mean, you can do substitution also, but since I don't have anything solved by itself, I will personally try to do elimination here. Least common multiple between 3 and 2 is 6. The least common multiple between 2 and 4 is 4. I do have a 4. So if I make this a negative 4, I should be good to go. So I want the second equation the way it is. So I'm going to copy the second again to have it. I need to change the first one. I need this 2 to become negative 4. So how do I go from, oh, that's not what I wanted to do there. I'm sorry about that. There we go. All right, I don't want to erase my original system, so let me go back to, all right, so I was saying, how do I go from 2 to negative 4? I have to multiply everything by negative 2. So if this is a 4, this would be a negative 4, which means I need to elimination, right? I need to eliminate them. So don't forget to multiply everything on the first by negative 2. Negative 6x minus 4y equals 114 times negative 2. Negative 228. And at this point, I have opposite y, so I'm ready to eliminate. So because I have opposites, I'm going to add. Please remember about elimination and the steps. We cannot forget what we have learned. If you add these two, you get negative 4x. I'm not going to put the 0 there. 228. What is that? Negative 64? That should give me, if I divide, and negative over negative is positive, and the division gives me a perfect integer, 16. And remember, X is the cost of the shirt, so each shirt is $16. So now that I got the cost of the shirt, I can go back and substitute in the original system. Remember, I have two equations, whichever you want to. So let me go to the first and substitute that X equals 16. So here's what I have. 3 times 16 plus 2 times something should be 114. So solve this to find your y. 3 times 16 is 48. I want y by itself, so this has to go to the other side. Take your time, put your numbers on your calculator if you have to, since they're big numbers. There's nothing wrong with that. So I get 2y equals, what is it, 66. Divide. Y equals $33. So here's what I got. I got each shirt is $16 and each sweater is $33. Now, people, this is a real life application, so if I'm trying to find prices of shirts and sweaters of objects, I better be getting positive values. If I'm getting negative values, then I'm doing something wrong. So let's go back and check. 3 times 16 is 48. 48 plus 66. I've got 114, works for the first one. 2 times 16 is 32. 4 times 33 is 132. 32 plus 132 is 164. Works. So there's your answer for that.